Hi everyone. In this video, I'll go over a series of probability exercises that you can use to try your newly gained skills in probability. If you do well with these exercises, then congratulations, you're done with the summer preparation series. If you struggle with any of these exercises, there's nothing to worry about. That just means that you need to go back and review some of the materials and come back and try again. Here's a very important trick that you will need to use a lot. And this is about calculating the union between x and y. Usually, the probability of x and probability of y are given to you. However, you do not know the intersection between the two. And so to calculate the union, that's really hard if you don't know the overlapping part between x and y. However, there's an easy trick to get around that issue. It's easier to calculate the probability of not x and the probability of not y. And we can usually assume that these two are independent, so you can just calculate these two probabilities and multiply them together to get the intersection between the two. So the probability of not x is just 1 minor probability of x. Probability of not y is just 1 minus probability of y. And these probabilities are given to you, so you can calculate them, the not part, very easily multiply them together to get the intersection. And then the probability of x or y is just 1 minus the intersection between probability of not x and probability of not y. And we can see that on the joint probability table, where you can see that, the union between the two is a plus b plus c. And you may know the probability of x, probability of y, but you don't know what the value of a is, which is the intersection. So to calculate a plus b plus c is difficult if you don't know a. However, what you can do is, if you know d is not x, not y, then you can just take the total minus d will give you a plus b plus c. So that would be 1 minus d. So in this case, if you know the probability of x, you know the probability of y, and a is unknown, that's okay. You can take just 1 minus d, and you'll be able to get the value of a plus b plus c, which is the union between x and y. So d is just the probability of not x union, intersection with the probability of not y. All right, so here's the first exercise. It has two parts. Here's the first part. Amazon delivery operations have the daily chance of failure on each link shown below. What's the probability of delivery failure from New York City to Williamsburg on a given day? Assume the links are independent of each other. So the failure rate from New York City to Philly is 0.06. From Philly to DC is 0.10. From DC to Williamsburg is 0.04. The second part of the first exercise is about Amazon cutting the chance of failure by half on any of the links. They can do this by implementing blockchain technology on the link. How much would the failure rate improve if the whole line is enhanced with blockchain? The second exercise is about a digital marketing team, which estimates that a targeted Instagram ad has a 35% chance of being clicked on. The department has a small budget, just enough to show each targeted ad 6 times. What is the probability that an ad is clicked on at least once? The third exercise also has two parts. You work for a consulting firm that has submitted a bid to a new customer for a major project. Historically, your firm wins W, 40% of these bids, and loses L, 60% of the time. The client has asked for additional information. Based on experience, when clients ask for additional information, which is called AI, the firm will win the bid 70% of the time and lose 30% of the time. Fill out the joint probability table below. Once you have the joint probability table, what is the revised probability of winning the bid, given that the client has just asked for additional information? Exercise 4 also has two parts. Your organization has 7 zip cards for employees to use. 3 are hybrid and 4 are traditional gas models. You always prefer a hybrid card. You need to use a zip card for a business trip, and the zip card system shows that only 2 are available. What is the probability that both of them are hybrid? In the second part, for 3 consecutive days, only 2 cars are available and both are hybrid. What is the probability of this happening if all cars are equally likely to be checked out and returned? All right, here's our 5th and last exercise. And for this exercise, you will need to use the Bayes rule. It is estimated that 50% of emails are spam emails. Some software has been applied to filter these spam emails before they reach your inbox. A certain software company claims that it can detect 99% of spam emails, and the probability for a false positive, a non-spam email detected as spam, is 5%. Now, if an email is detected as spam, then what is the probability that it is in fact a non-spam email? After you have finished all 5 exercises, you can refer to the solutions. They are available in the notes section of this PowerPoint slide deck, which you can download from the course website. You cannot look at the solutions online because the PowerPoint online only shows the slides. If you want to see the notes section, you have to download the PowerPoint file onto your desktop, and then open the PowerPoint file in the Microsoft PowerPoint environment, and then go down below the slides to see the notes. If you have any questions about the exercises, feel free to contact me at rachel.chong@mason.wm.edu. Thank you.